Have you ever felt like the universe was trying to send you a message? Maybe you keep seeing the same number everywhere, or you meet someone who changes your life in the most unexpected way. These aren't just coincidences, they're synchronicities, and they could hold the key to transforming your life. Most people brush these moments off, but those who understand their power know that they can change the course of your destiny. If you're curious about how to harness these signs and let them guide you, stay with us. You won't want to miss the insights that could completely shift your path. Synchronicity is a fascinating concept. Many people experience it and at first call it a coincidence, but it feels a bit more magical. Imagine you're thinking about an old friend, and out of nowhere, you get a message from them. That's not just random, it's a sign. Synchronicities are like the universe giving you a gentle nudge, letting you know you're aligned with something bigger. Unlike everyday coincidences, synchronicities carry a deeper, more emotional meaning that makes you stop and think. Picture a moment when you were lost in thought, and suddenly a song came on the radio with just the message you needed. That's not a coincidence, it's alignment. It's as if the universe is a grand conductor, arranging meaningful patterns where you least expect them. And when these moments happen, you feel connected to something greater. Spiritually, synchronicities are seen as messages or signs guiding us, a form of spiritual support always available to us. It's not about magic, it's about seeing the patterns and listening to the messages the universe is sending. When we open ourselves to these signs, even the simplest events gain new significance. Synchronicities become the compass that guides our soul's journey, pointing us toward paths we might otherwise miss. Ever notice repeated numbers like 111 or 444? It's no accident when you keep glancing at the clock at those times. These numbers are like spiritual nudges, reminding you to stay in tune with your purpose. They're not just random digits, they have deep spiritual meanings worth exploring. Each number holds a unique vibration and energy, acting as a confirmation from the universe that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Another powerful form of synchronicity is meaningful encounters, those moments when you meet someone at just the right time, and they seem to have the answers you've been seeking. These people can be guides, spiritual friends, or even parallel versions of ourselves, appearing to bring clarity. Haven't we all met someone and felt an instant connection, like we were reuniting with an old friend from another lifetime? The beauty of synchronicities is that they happen when we least expect them, but often when we need them the most. Sometimes we get so caught up in the day-to-day grind that we miss the magic in the small things. But when we take a moment to observe, we realize the universe is constantly communicating, showing us we're aligned with something greater. It's not just about paying attention, it's about feeling that connection and knowing we're being guided. When we open our minds and hearts to the idea that these coincidences are actually messages, we start to see a bigger pattern. Synchronicities help us develop multidimensional awareness, allowing us to see beyond the obvious. They reveal that there's so much more happening around us than we can perceive with our eyes alone. The more we connect with this reality, the more aligned we become with our life's journey. And that brings us to the next point: how do synchronicities connect with our parallel selves? Every synchronicity is a window into multiple realities where different choices led us down different paths, all converging at key moments. Let's explore this further in the next topic. Now, let's dive into the role synchronicities play in our parallel selves. Imagine that every version of you across different realities is subtly connected. Synchronicities are like the signals that show alignment between these different versions. For instance, if you've ever made a choice that felt unusually perfect, it's possible that a version of you in another reality was guiding you. These moments aren't random, they are glimpses into the interconnectedness of multiple timelines. Think of synchronicities as the universe giving you a glimpse into other paths you could have taken or are taking somewhere else. Have you ever felt like you were at a crossroads, and suddenly, a sign appeared that made your decision clear? That moment might be the echo of a parallel self, one that has already walked that road and is sending guidance back to you. It's like a friendly hand reaching across time and space, helping you stay on track. Some signs of connection between parallel selves are surprisingly subtle, like feeling a sense of déjà vu or a sudden burst of inspiration. Imagine you're working on a project and, out of nowhere, you just know the right answer or direction to take. This might not be just luck, it could be your parallel self sharing insights. These synchronicities create a bridge, a form of spiritual guidance that transcends dimensions, offering us clarity when we need it most. Repeated numbers, like 111 or 222, can also be signs that your parallel selves are aligning. It's like a cosmic alarm clock, going off to tell you that everything is syncing up across realities. When you see these numbers, take a moment to reflect on what you were thinking or feeling right before. Often, these numbers appear when we're making important decisions, reminding us that our actions have far-reaching consequences across multiple versions of our reality. Another fascinating example is when we meet someone who seems to understand us on a deeper level, almost instantly. It could be a stranger, a new friend, or even someone from work who suddenly becomes a key part of your journey. These encounters might be orchestrated by your parallel selves, as if different versions of you are finding alignment through other people. It's almost like pieces of a puzzle coming together, creating connections that are too meaningful to ignore. The more you align with your purpose, the more you'll notice these synchronicities guiding you. It's as if the universe is weaving together all the versions of your story into a cohesive whole. By being mindful of these moments, you start to live in a state of multidimensional awareness, understanding that every choice you make echoes across realities. It's a reminder that you're never alone, your parallel selves are on this journey with you. These synchronicities often guide us in decision-making, offering a sense of reassurance. When you're faced with a major life choice, and a synchronicity appears, like a symbol, a person, or an event, it's often a nudge from a version of yourself that knows what lies ahead. Trust these moments. They're like breadcrumbs left by your higher consciousness, pointing you in the direction that's most aligned with your true self. All of this points to one thing: synchronicities are powerful tools for growth and guidance, connecting us to our parallel selves in ways that are both profound and mysterious. Next, we'll explore how to better identify and interpret these signs, so you can fully embrace the messages they're trying to convey. Moving on, let's explore how to identify and interpret synchronicities in our lives. Often, these signs are subtle, and recognizing them requires a heightened sense of awareness. One effective way to do this is by keeping a journal. Write down every unusual occurrence, repeated number, or unexpected encounter. Over time, you'll start noticing patterns that reveal deeper messages, almost like the universe is speaking to you directly. It's in these moments of reflection that we begin to truly understand the language of synchronicity. Another technique is to practice mindfulness. When you stay present, you become more aware of the world around you, making it easier to catch those small yet powerful signs. Imagine you're walking down the street, and a specific word or symbol catches your eye, something that connects with what you've been thinking about lately. This isn't just a coincidence, it's a spiritual nudge. Mindfulness helps us pick up on these messages, guiding us towards what we need to know. Dreams can also be an incredible source of synchronicities. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt oddly significant, like it was trying to tell you something important? Keeping a dream journal can help you decipher these messages. Dreams often serve as a bridge between our conscious and subconscious minds, and sometimes even between different versions of ourselves. They provide insights that we might miss in our waking lives, acting as a tool for spiritual guidance. Another practical tip is to keep your senses open throughout the day. When you're more observant, you start to notice things you'd normally overlook, like a series of events that seem connected or a phrase someone says that feels like an answer to a question you've been pondering. These meaningful encounters aren't just random, they're clues, breadcrumbs leading you along your path. By paying attention to these details, you're better able to interpret the messages behind them. Writing things down isn't just about keeping a record, it's about making connections that wouldn't be obvious otherwise. Imagine noting a sequence of events over a week and realizing they all relate to a particular area of your life, like relationships or career decisions. This process can bring about a sense of clarity and direction. The more we engage with these patterns, the more we understand that there's a deeper purpose behind what's unfolding. To truly interpret synchronicities, you need to trust your intuition. Often, the logical mind tries to dismiss these events as mere coincidences. But your intuition, that inner voice, knows better. It recognizes the meaningfulness behind these encounters and numbers. Learning to trust that voice, even when it doesn't make logical sense, is key to understanding the universe's messages. It's about feeling the alignment, not just analyzing it. It's also helpful to ask questions before bed or during meditation. Set an intention, such as, "What do I need to know about this situation?" Then, stay open to the signs that come your way in the days that follow. The answers might not always be immediate, but they often show up in unexpected forms, maybe as a repeated number, a song lyric, or a random conversation you overhear. This is your spiritual guidance in action, offering you the answers you seek. Learning to identify and interpret synchronicities takes practice, but it's deeply rewarding. Once you get the hang of it, these signs become powerful decision-making tools, guiding you with a sense of ease and flow. Speaking of which, let's dive into how aligning ourselves personally can open us up even further to these incredible signs from the universe. Now, let's talk about personal alignment and how it opens us up to recognizing these signs. To truly be receptive to synchronicities, it's essential to cultivate an open, aligned state of mind. Meditation practices are one of the best tools for this. Even just a few minutes each day of focusing on your breath can help clear the mental clutter and make space for meaningful encounters and spiritual guidance to find you. It's about creating inner alignment, which in turn aligns you with the universe. Another important aspect of alignment is intentional living. When you set clear intentions for what you want in life, the universe starts to respond. Imagine waking up each morning and declaring, "Today, I'm open to receiving signs that guide me toward my highest good." This simple affirmation can help set the tone for your day, making you more attuned to the synchronicities that come your way. The energy you put out has a way of coming back to you, often in the form of universal signs that feel too perfect to ignore. Living intentionally also means being conscious of your emotional energy. When you're in a positive state of mind, you naturally attract more positive experiences, including meaningful synchronicities. Think of it like tuning a radio, you need to be on the right frequency to receive the messages meant for you. Practicing gratitude can be incredibly powerful in this regard. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy and align yourself with higher vibrations, making it easier to notice synchronicities. Mindfulness is another key practice. By staying present, you're more likely to catch the subtle signs that the universe is sending your way. Have you ever been so caught up in your thoughts that you missed something important happening right in front of you? Mindfulness helps you break free from that autopilot mode. When you're fully present, you're not just going through the motions, you're actively participating in the unfolding of your life, and that's when synchronicities become more apparent. Creating physical space can also support your alignment. Decluttering your environment is more than just organizing your home, it's about creating a space that feels open and inviting for new energy to flow in. When your surroundings are cluttered, your mind often feels cluttered too, which can make it harder to notice the subtle cues from your parallel selves or the universe. A clear space leads to a clear mind, which leads to heightened awareness. Personal alignment also involves listening to your body. Our physical state can either enhance or hinder our ability to receive signs. For example, regular exercise can help boost your mood and energy levels, putting you in a better state to recognize and interpret synchronicities. When your body feels good, it's easier for your mind to stay open and focused. It's all connected. Physical health supports mental clarity, which supports spiritual awareness. Another effective practice is connecting with nature. Spending time outdoors can help ground you and bring you into a state of balance. Nature has a way of reminding us of the bigger picture, of our place in the universe. Whether it's a walk in the park, sitting by the ocean, or simply watching the clouds pass by, these moments of connection can open your heart and mind to the synchronicities that are waiting to be noticed. Nature is a powerful ally in helping us align with our true selves. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you create a fertile ground for synchronicities to flourish. Alignment isn't just about feeling good, it's about being in tune with the flow of the universe. And when you're in that flow, the signs start appearing more frequently, guiding you towards your next steps. Now, let's explore the different types of synchronicities and what they mean for our journey. Next, let's explore the different types of synchronicities and what they mean. One of the most common forms is repeated numbers, like 111, 222, or 444. These numbers are more than just a coincidence, they're universal signs that carry specific meanings. For instance, seeing 111 often means that your thoughts are manifesting quickly, urging you to stay positive. It's like the universe reminding you that you're in sync with your desires. Each set of numbers has its own unique energy, and paying attention to these patterns can help you better understand the guidance being offered. Repeated numbers often appear during times of change or decision-making. Imagine you're contemplating a major life choice, and suddenly you keep seeing 444 everywhere. That's no accident. It's the universe's way of telling you that you're supported and protected, even if the path ahead feels uncertain. These synchronicities act like cosmic reassurances, letting you know you're not alone on your journey. By tuning into these signs, you can move forward with greater confidence, knowing that you're being divinely guided. Another type of synchronicity comes through meaningful encounters. Have you ever run into someone at just the right time, someone who had the exact information or support you needed? These encounters aren't random, they're orchestrated by the universe to help guide you on your path. It might be an old friend you bump into, a stranger you meet who has a piece of advice, or even someone who shows up repeatedly in your life. These people serve as messengers, and their appearance is a sign that you're aligned with your higher purpose. Dream messages are another powerful form of synchronicity. Dreams are a bridge between our conscious and subconscious minds, and sometimes they're also a bridge to our parallel selves. Have you ever dreamt of a place you've never been, but it felt incredibly familiar? Or perhaps you had a dream that offered clarity on a problem you were facing. These dreams aren't just the brain processing random thoughts, they're messages. Paying attention to these dream messages can reveal insights into your current life and help guide you towards inner alignment. Animal symbolism is also a common form of synchronicity. If you keep seeing a particular animal, either in person, in media, or even in your thoughts, it might be carrying a message for you. For example, if you keep seeing butterflies, it could symbolize transformation and growth. These symbols are ways in which the universe communicates through nature, offering guidance in subtle yet profound ways. The key is to be open and aware, recognizing that these encounters are far from random. Music is another medium through which synchronicities can appear. Have you ever turned on the radio or shuffled your playlist, only to hear a song that speaks directly to what you're going through? It's almost as if the lyrics were written for you in that moment. These musical synchronicities can serve as a form of spiritual guidance, reminding you that you're on the right path or providing comfort during challenging times. Music has a way of reaching us on an emotional level, making it an especially powerful vehicle for synchronicities. Synchronicities can also show up in the form of unexpected delays or obstacles. Sometimes, when things don't go as planned, it's actually the universe redirecting you to something better. For example, missing a bus might lead you to meet someone important or take a different route that reveals something you needed to see. These moments teach us to trust the flow, even when it seems like things are going wrong. Often, what appears to be a setback is actually a redirection towards something more aligned with your true path. Understanding these different types of synchronicities helps us see the bigger picture. They're not just random events, but meaningful encounters designed to guide us. By recognizing and interpreting these signs, we gain access to a deeper layer of wisdom, one that connects us not only to our own inner knowing but also to our parallel selves. Now, let's dive into how these synchronicities can facilitate major decisions and life changes. Now, let's explore how synchronicities can help us make important decisions and navigate life changes. Imagine you're facing a major choice, maybe it's about a career move, a relationship, or even relocating to a new city. In those moments, synchronicities often appear to guide you. Perhaps you're contemplating a new job, and suddenly, you see repeated numbers like 111, or a friend randomly brings up a story about someone who made a similar move and found success. These are the universe's gentle nudges, showing you that you're on the right track. Synchronicities are like the universe's way of giving you a thumbs up. They offer reassurance during times when doubt or fear might otherwise hold you back. For example, let's say you're torn about ending a relationship, and then you happen to overhear a conversation that speaks directly to what you're feeling, giving you a sense of clarity. It's like the universe is confirming what your heart already knows. These signs help you feel more confident in your decisions, making even the toughest choices a little bit easier. There are countless stories of people whose lives have changed dramatically because they followed the synchronicities. Imagine someone deciding whether or not to move abroad, and everywhere they turn, they keep encountering reminders of that place, books, conversations, even random advertisements. It's almost as if the universe is shouting, "Yes, go for it." These moments of alignment often lead to unexpected opportunities, ones that we might have missed if we hadn't paid attention to the signs. Sometimes, synchronicities can even open entirely new paths that you hadn't considered. For instance, maybe you're feeling stuck in your career, and out of nowhere, an old friend reaches out with a business opportunity that feels right. These moments are not just luck, they're the result of being in sync with the flow of the universe. When you trust these moments, you'll often find that life takes you in a direction that's far more fulfilling than you originally planned. One of the most effective ways to use synchronicities as decision-making tools is to ask for guidance. You can set an intention, like, "Show me a sign if I'm meant to pursue this." Then, stay open to what happens next. Maybe you see a repeated number, a specific word keeps coming up, or you encounter someone who provides the exact advice you need. The universe responds when you ask, but you have to be willing to listen and trust in the signs that come your way. It's also important to remember that synchronicities aren't always about taking action immediately. Sometimes, they're about helping you stay patient and trust the timing of things. Imagine wanting to start a new project, but obstacles keep coming up. Instead of forcing it, take those obstacles as a sign to pause. The universe might be aligning something better for you. By recognizing synchronicities in the form of delays, you're able to flow with life instead of pushing against it, which often leads to better outcomes. Synchronicities can also serve as confirmation after you've already made a decision. You might make a choice and then see a series of signs that reassure you it was the right move, like a feeling of peace washing over you, repeated numbers, or even positive encounters that weren't there before. These signs are the universe's way of saying, "Yes, keep going." They give you the confidence to move forward with conviction, knowing that you're aligned with your true path. By using synchronicities as a guide, you're not just making decisions, you're co-creating your life with the universe. It's about trusting that there's a bigger picture, one that you might not fully understand yet but are an active participant in shaping. These signs can lead to unexpected breakthroughs, and they're an incredible way to connect with your inner wisdom. Now, let's explore how synchronicities can be used as powerful tools for emotional healing. Let's now explore the role of synchronicities in emotional healing. Synchronicities often show up to help us identify emotional wounds that are still unresolved. Imagine you keep seeing the same pattern in your relationships. Maybe you repeatedly attract partners who are emotionally unavailable. This could be the universe highlighting an unhealed part of yourself that needs attention. These patterns are more than coincidences, they're clues that point towards areas of growth, guiding you toward inner alignment and emotional healing. Sometimes, the universe sends repeated signs to nudge us towards acknowledging our pain. Perhaps you keep hearing the same song that reminds you of a difficult time, or you see repeated numbers like 999, which symbolize endings and letting go. These synchronicities are gentle reminders that it's time to release old traumas that no longer serve you. They act as spiritual guidance, helping you move towards closure and peace, even when you might not feel ready. Have you ever experienced a meaningful encounter with someone who seemed to say exactly what you needed to hear? These encounters can be incredibly healing. They often happen at times when we feel lost or overwhelmed, offering us hope and understanding. It might be a stranger, a friend, or even an unexpected mentor. These people serve as messengers, and their words can trigger profound emotional shifts, guiding you towards emotional healing and personal growth. Dreams also play a significant role in emotional healing through synchronicities. When you have recurring dreams about a particular person or event, it's often your subconscious trying to bring unresolved emotions to the surface. For example, seeing butterflies repeatedly might symbolize transformation, indicating that you're ready to let go of the past and embrace change. These symbols can provide comfort and reassurance, reminding you that healing is a journey, and you're not alone. The universe is always sending these signs to support you in your healing process, even when it feels challenging. Emotional healing often requires us to confront our fears, and synchronicities can serve as a guide through that process. Imagine you're afraid to take a step forward, and suddenly you start seeing repeated numbers like 555, which signify change and growth. These signs are the universe's way of encouraging you to face your fears and trust in the process. They remind you that change, though scary, is necessary for growth, and that you have the support you need to make it through. Another powerful aspect of synchronicities in emotional healing is their ability to help us let go. Sometimes we hold on to past hurts because we don't know how to release them. The universe might send you signs, like a book that falls off a shelf, perfectly addressing what you're going through, as a reminder that it's time to let go. These moments are not just random, they're the universe giving you the tools you need to heal, if you're willing to accept them. Synchronicities, when viewed through the lens of emotional healing, become powerful allies in helping us grow and evolve. They guide us gently but persistently towards the wounds that need our attention, offering us the insight and courage to heal. As we move forward, let's look at how we can connect with the wisdom of our parallel selves to further deepen our journey of self-discovery and alignment. Now, let's delve into how we can connect with the wisdom of our parallel selves. The concept of parallel selves might sound a bit abstract, but it's essentially about tapping into the versions of ourselves that exist in different realities, each one holding unique experiences and insights. One way to access this wisdom is by setting an intention during meditation. Ask your parallel self for guidance on a particular issue, then sit quietly and remain open to whatever comes up. It might be a thought, an image, or even a feeling. This practice helps bridge the gap between different versions of you. Synchronicities are a powerful way to receive messages from our parallel selves. Imagine you're struggling with a decision, and suddenly you keep seeing the same word or phrase that seems to resonate with your situation. This could be a parallel self trying to send you guidance, showing you a path that they've already walked. These moments of synchronicity are like breadcrumbs left by your parallel selves, helping you navigate your journey with greater clarity and confidence. Dreams are another avenue through which we can connect with our parallel selves. Have you ever had a dream where you felt like you were living a completely different life, but it still felt like you? These dreams can be glimpses into the experiences of your parallel versions, offering insights that are relevant to your current life. Keeping a dream journal and reflecting on these dreams can help you better understand the messages being conveyed, allowing you to integrate the wisdom of your other selves into your own journey. To deepen your connection with your parallel selves, consider using visualization techniques. Picture yourself meeting one of your parallel versions, someone who has already achieved what you're striving for. Imagine having a conversation with them, asking for their advice and guidance. This exercise isn't just a mental game, it's a way to access the intuitive insights that already exist within you. The wisdom of your parallel selves is always available, but it requires an open mind and a willingness to explore beyond the ordinary. Another way to connect is through meaningful encounters. Sometimes, people come into our lives who seem to embody qualities or experiences that we aspire to. These individuals might be reflections of our parallel selves, showing us what's possible. By observing and learning from these people, we can gain insights into our own potential. It's as if the universe is giving us a glimpse of who we could become, encouraging us to step into that version of ourselves. Synchronicities can also serve as direct answers to questions we have for our parallel selves. If you're seeking guidance on a specific issue, try asking for a sign. Then, pay attention to what unfolds in the days that follow. Maybe you keep seeing repeated numbers, or you overhear a conversation that seems to provide the exact answer you were looking for. These synchronicities are the universe's way of bridging the gap between your current self and your parallel versions, offering you the wisdom you need to move forward. Connecting with our parallel selves is also about trusting our intuition. Often, the insights we receive from these other versions of ourselves come in the form of gut feelings or sudden moments of clarity. Learning to trust these intuitive nudges is key to accessing the wisdom of your parallel selves. It's about recognizing that you are multidimensional, and that the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be discovered. By actively seeking guidance from your parallel selves, you open up to a richer, more expansive understanding of who you are and what you're capable of. These connections offer profound insights that can help you navigate challenges, make decisions, and align more deeply with your true self. As we move forward, let's explore how synchronicities can impact our relationships, guiding us to deeper connections and new beginnings. Now, let's explore the impact of synchronicities on our relationships. Often, meaningful encounters happen when we least expect them, like meeting someone who becomes a significant part of our journey at just the right moment. These encounters are not coincidences, they are the universe's way of bringing people together for a higher purpose. Imagine running into an old friend after years, and they end up helping you through a challenging time. It's as if your paths were meant to cross again, guided by something beyond your control. Synchronicities can also serve as indicators of deep spiritual connections. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever? These are often soul connections, relationships that transcend time and space. It's possible that this person is part of your soul group or even a reflection of your parallel self, appearing in your life to help you grow. These relationships feel effortless, as if the universe has orchestrated everything perfectly to bring you together. Another way synchronicities affect our relationships is by guiding us toward reconciliation or new beginnings. Imagine you're in conflict with someone, and suddenly you start seeing repeated numbers like 222, which symbolize harmony and balance. These signs are gentle nudges from the universe, encouraging you to make amends or approach the situation with love and understanding. They remind us that relationships are an essential part of our growth, and that sometimes it's worth putting our ego aside to heal and reconnect. Synchronicities can also reveal when it's time to let go of a relationship that no longer serves us. Perhaps you keep seeing symbols of endings, like the number 999 or images of doors closing. These signs are the universe's way of telling you that it's time to move on, to create space for new connections that are more aligned with who you are becoming. Letting go is never easy, but when you trust the signs, you'll often find that it leads to something even better, a relationship that supports your growth and happiness. Meaningful encounters aren't limited to romantic relationships, they can also involve friendships, family, or even brief interactions with strangers. Sometimes, a random conversation with someone you just met can provide a perspective that shifts your entire outlook. These moments are not accidents, they are carefully orchestrated by the universe to bring you the insights you need. By being open to these encounters, you allow the universe to work through others to guide you on your path. Synchronicities can also guide us in strengthening existing relationships. Imagine you're feeling distant from a loved one, and suddenly you start seeing reminders of the good times you've shared, old photos, songs, or places you used to visit together. These signs are the universe's way of encouraging you to rekindle that connection, to remember the love and bond that brought you together in the first place. They serve as a reminder that relationships require nurturing and that the effort is worth it. Another fascinating aspect of synchronicities in relationships is the way they can bring like-minded people into our lives. When you're on a path of personal growth and spiritual awakening, you'll often find that you attract others who are on a similar journey. These connections feel effortless because they are aligned with your true self. It's the universe's way of supporting your growth by surrounding you with people who uplift and inspire you, helping you become the best version of yourself. By recognizing the synchronicities in our relationships, we gain a deeper understanding of the roles that others play in our lives. These signs help us see the bigger picture, showing us that every encounter, whether brief or long-lasting, has a purpose. As we move forward, let's explore how we can create a life that is in harmony with these signs, living intentionally and attracting synchronicities as a natural part of our journey. Finally, let's talk about how to create a life that is in harmony with synchronicities, living intentionally to attract these signs as a natural part of our journey. Living a synchronistic life starts with setting clear intentions. When you wake up each morning, take a moment to declare your openness to the universe's guidance. Say something like, "Today, I am open to receiving signs that guide me towards my highest good." By setting this intention, you're aligning your energy with the flow of the universe, inviting synchronicities to unfold throughout your day. Another key aspect is being present. When you live in the moment, you're more likely to notice the subtle signs that the universe is sending your way. Have you ever been so caught up in your thoughts that you missed something important happening around you? By practicing mindfulness, you can break free from that autopilot mode and become more attuned to the signs that are all around you. Being present allows you to fully participate in the magic of your life, noticing synchronicities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Living intentionally also means taking conscious actions that align with your desires. If you want to attract meaningful encounters, put yourself in environments where those connections are likely to happen. For example, if you're looking to grow spiritually, attend workshops, join groups, or engage in conversations that inspire you. The universe responds to your actions, and by taking steps towards your goals, you create opportunities for synchronicities to guide and support you. Another important practice is cultivating a sense of gratitude. When you express gratitude for the signs you receive, you strengthen your connection with the universe. Imagine noticing a repeated number like 111 and taking a moment to thank the universe for the guidance. This simple act of gratitude amplifies your alignment, making it more likely that you'll continue to experience these moments of synchronicity. Gratitude shifts your energy, allowing you to attract more positive experiences into your life. Synchronicities often happen when we're living in alignment with our true selves. This means being authentic, following your passions, and doing what brings you joy. When you're in a state of joy and authenticity, you naturally attract experiences that reflect your inner state. Think about a time when you were completely in your element, doing something you loved. Chances are, you experienced a series of synchronicities that seemed to propel you forward effortlessly. This is the power of living in alignment. Intention and action go hand in hand with trust. Trusting the process is crucial when it comes to living a synchronistic life. Sometimes, the signs you receive might not make immediate sense, or they might lead you in a direction you hadn't considered. Trust that the universe knows what's best for you, even when the path seems unclear. Synchronicities are often the universe's way of guiding you towards something greater than you could have imagined, but it requires faith and openness to follow where they lead. Creating a life that is in tune with synchronicities also involves letting go of the need to control every outcome. When you try to force things to happen, you create resistance, which blocks the natural flow of synchronicities. Instead, practice surrendering to the flow of life. Let go of expectations, and trust that the universe has your back. By releasing control, you make space for unexpected miracles to unfold, allowing synchronicities to guide you in ways that are beyond your comprehension. Living a synchronistic and intentional life means embracing the unknown and being open to the magic that exists in every moment. It's about seeing the signs, following the guidance, and trusting that everything is happening for a reason. As you continue on your journey, remember that synchronicities are not just random events, they are the universe's way of communicating with you, helping you align with your true path and live a life full of meaning and purpose. Now that you've learned about the power of synchronicities, what will you do with this newfound wisdom? Are you ready to pay attention to the signs, embrace the guidance from the universe, and let them lead you to a life full of meaning and purpose? Remember, the universe is always communicating to you just need to listen. Take the next step today, and see where it takes you. And if you want to keep exploring this incredible journey, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more life-changing insights. If you found the idea of synchronicities fascinating, there's more waiting for you. Imagine if your parallel self had a message for you right now, what would it say? In our next video, if you're seeing this, your parallel self has a message. We'll dive deep into how your parallel versions can guide you through life's most important moments. Don't miss out on this incredible insight. Click to watch and discover what your parallel self wants you to know.